Hello and welcome back to my channel, No Dig Easy Peasy Gardening. Today is day 3, so we are continuing on with the No Dig garden allotment plot because I haven't got an allotment, but I want to show you what you can do in your back garden to turn a space in your garden to grow vegetables. The easy way, simple, no fuss, less digging, less backbreaking. And I always love a cheeky way of doing things. So on today's video, I'm gonna get my old compost from the black Dalek, the black Dalek compost. If you remember my previous video, I had a whole bin full of that. So I want to move that, the new stuff, into the new compost bin that I made. Well, you know, my free homemade compost bin. Put that new stuff at the bottom so I could turn it, and then get to the bottom of that because the compost in there is about over a year old, and I want to use that to as a base layer for my new no dig bed. So I want to do that first, sort out the compost, turn that and see how much usable compost I've got, which was free. I've made it myself. I will do a video in the future of actually how you would start making compost, because now the Dalek bin will be empty. I could show you all the way through of actually what you need and how easy it is to actually make your own compost. So after that, I'll also want to then, which I showed in the last video, I laid out roughly where I wanted my new raised bed. So today's video, I will also make my new raised bed with all the compost ready for planting. Then after that, once I've done that, I just want to show you quickly the seeds I'm going to sow in January as well. You know, I'm starting this, I'm no expert on anything, and you know, I'll just do this as a hobby. But if you want to see more of this content and more of my videos, subscribe to my channel because you get a notification every time I put up a new video. So yeah, so again, without further ado, stop waffling and let's get on with the garden. Also, stay tuned because at the end of the video, I'm going to show you a little hack, gardening hack. So stay tuned. I'll show you that at the end of this video. Right, so now I'm going to create the raised bed. Got my planks there. I'm going to stick it over there. And now I just need to screw them all together. Oh no! Actually, what I'm going to do, I've just realised, trying to get the screw into there in that angle, there's not much wood here, and it's splitting. So I think I'm just going to put some stakes and have this freestanding, put some stakes in the ground and keep that there. So I've got some old bits of wood from the shed, and I thought this I can cut down, stake it down there. I'm just going to cut a few. So roughly measure it. So all I'm doing here, and a bit of old wood, and the size that I want. You just sort of measure roughly how long you want it, and then so it's up to like that screw, and then you cut it. So there you have it. Got 4 stakes that I'm going to put on each corner, bang them into the ground. So before I'm going to stake those in each corners, I just want to make sure that when I'm going to put it, I know it's not straight, I just leaned them up against each other to make sure I'm happy where that's going to be. Got enough room there to get the lawnmower around. And there's some grass there as well, but there's going to be tomatoes there. I'm going to take the hedge and the lavender, dig that up, prune it back, dig it up, stick it over there. But I think, yeah, happy with that, because once I've got the stakes in the ground, that's going to be permanent for a while. So let's get that done. Right, there you go. Quite a little bigger, but as you see, the simple stakes are not, they can come off. But as you say, as I said before, these raised beds are not going to be here permanently. They're just to get the raised soil all together and keep it contained. But as it is a no dig, I will be taking the sides off eventually because you attract slugs. But there you go, without even any nails or screws. Right, let's go on to putting the cardboard on there. Right, I got some cardboard. Got to make sure you take all the sticky tape off and stuff off the boxes. Brown cardboard is the best. So take all that off, all the plastic. Brown. What I'm doing first is just going around the edges. So it's really important to exclude all the light. So like here, got the boxes with little slits in. So it's really important that you overlap that. Stick that underneath there. That you've overlapped that like that. cardboard's down. And I can see I've layered and layered, put some around the edges so it stops the weeds. As it's still sort of winter at the moment, I'm not going to water the cardboard. When I put the soil down, it's going to be wet enough and that'll biodegrade, so we can pretty much dig in it straight away when we put the soil in. So now, that's my compost bin. Change it around a bit, but still looking a bit ropey, but I quite like the rustic look. It's alright for 3. I want to just tip that now into there, because I think at the bottom is some good half decomposed compost to put in the bottom here, and then I'm going to top dress it with this multi-purpose compost on the top. So yeah, let's get cracking with that. Right, as you can see, that's the newer stuff that I'm putting at the bottom. So that'll be next year's compost. But as I'm digging down, it's quite good compost, half decomposed. So I want to at that bucket, put some on the raised bed. So yeah. Right, that's all compost from last year. Ready to continue decomposing. There was loads of worms in there. So that's the base layer. I'm going to kind of put some more sort of decomposed wood and stuff on the base before I put the top dressing on. raised bed is done. Looks pretty nice. I've also just put, now I've put the soil in, I put some more stakes in the middle, if you can see, on each side, and then keep the planks up to stop it falling, to just contain the soil. And then in a few months' time, those boards will come off. But yeah, that's come out nice. Happy with that. Right, I've actually now decided to just cover this up with some tarpaulin that I had spare. I don't want the rain to wash the nutrients away from the compost and the top dressing that I put on until I'm ready to sow. But I could, if I wanted to, sow straight into that now. You can with no dig, with the cardboard down. It does decompose after time. It's only there at the beginning to suppress all the weeds, because you know I haven't dug anything around there, just laid the soil on top. So that's just cutting the light out to stop any weeds in that growing, and that will biodegrade over time, and the roots will be able to get down into the soil underneath. So there's no root disturbance. But until I'm ready to plant out, I'm just going to keep this covered for now. But now, excuse the hair, it's absolutely windy today. I was going to do my greenhouse thing. I was going to plant that. Plant it? I was going to erect that today, but it's windy, so I'm going to wait a while, I think, until I get that done. So I might just put it in the shed for now, and when it's a bit calmer, I will put that up. But now I just want to show you some seeds that you now can grow. Okay, so I just want to show you some seeds I want to sow in January. I will do another video for that. I'm just running out of time today to actually sow any, so I just want to show you now what I want to do. I want to grow some onions from seed. You can start these now. So these are the just kitchen garden ones, so from the magazine. So I want to do those. Some leaf salad all year round, red frills, so nice to get a bit of salad this time of year. I want to start off my spring onions as well. So these are all from seed, so I want to start them off. Do like a spring onion. If you leave them longer, then get more oniony as they go. And I want to grow some cress. Now, if you're new to gardening or you don't know how to grow, you think you never can grow anything, cress is the most easiest thing to grow. You can even grow it on, just wet some kitchen towel, put the seeds in there, and they will germinate. They're so easy. So I love cress in a sandwich. Egg and cress is the favourite. So I want to grow some of that because I want to keep some on my windowsill for here. So this is not really intended to be outside. It's more for when I'm making salads and egg sandwiches especially. So I also want to not just grow vegetables, I want to grow some flowers. So I've got some nasturtium seeds. Now these are really good. A lot of people think these are like weeds because they're, once they're daft, they drop the seeds, they scatter everywhere, and they just can take over your garden. But they are really good as a sacrificial plant for like the black flies and stuff, and runner beans and that. So I want to grow these and pot these around my veg patch, so the pests can use these as a sacrificial plant. And if they don't eat these, you can actually eat the flowers and the leaves. It's a bit peppery like a rocket apparently. I've never tried it. So this can also be eaten as well. So there's 2 uses for it. So highly recommend these. You only need to ever buy 1 packet, and then you'll be forever having nasturtiums in your garden because they self-seed everywhere, which is great because I like to have some cattle, and the bees and the butterflies and everything, and the wildlife love these. So I want to do those. And then a must in any garden. So when you're starting off, plant some marigolds. Buy marigold plants, but these were what, $1.99 I think for, how many are these in here? Doesn't actually say how many's in there. Anyway, there's got to be about 50, 100 seeds in there for a couple of quid. These are really good to plant around your veg patch as well. Good around your tomatoes and things like that. So again, it stops pests and stuff like that, and slugs, and can be a sacrificial plant, but it puts some nitrogen, that stuff, in the soil, so it's really good around tomatoes and things like that, and just as a lovely flower. And you could dehead them and they keep coming back year after year. And then, not forgetting the cat, bought some wheatgrass. Now this is cat grass. I got this from Amazon ages ago. I've planted some in the summer. That's died back now, so I want to plant some more wheatgrass. It's really good for him than eating normal grass. Now and again, cats will eat grass. This is not a cat channel, but helps to, you know, clear their fur balls and things like that. So she often goes outside and eats the grass, but this is more nutritious, and she loves this cat grass. So I want to grow that as well. So also, I want to show you a little hack as well. This is a standard punnet, plastic punnet that you get grapes in and things like that from the supermarket. Now, do not throw these away if you can. Keep them up, because you can stack them all inside each other, so they don't take up any room. But the beauty about this, see that they've got holes in the bottom. If you can see that, they've got holes in the bottom. It's drainage straight away. You don't have to worry about any drainage, because the drainage hole's already there. Now what you can do, you could pot these up with soil, and you can grow stuff in them. Then also packaging. So I bought something the other day, and it came in this nice bubble wrap bag. And what you can do, you can either, once that's filled up with soil, you can either lay that top, or you can put that over the top of the pot, and it's like a little mini greenhouse. Yeah. So packaging is really good to keep.